my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
No, don't take my manuscript.
Confused
I
and
wrote
groggy.
that.
My mind
Billy
consumed
Zane,
by
no.
darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape.
Why are you cosplaying as Big Daddy?
That's a very good cosplay. What are you doing, Grill? That's like doing a cosplay of any JRPG female character and not doing the boobs.
I was barely conscious and fading fast.
So
I know.
here he is.
Now that I'm just recovering, I should get in my car and drive off a cliff by accident.
Well, I mean, the dark presence had been like creating that cabin for him to write in, and then Zane came in and freed him, but he's all
the driving
screwed
physics.
up. And then the terrible driving physics caused him to have a wreck, and this is where it leaves you to go see Stucky.
I wrote it.
Okay, so here's the thing. This whole little cinematic is structured in a way to be a reveal, and it's not really a reveal, it's a missing chunk of the story we needed
it's
for
a
emotional
confirmation
connection.
of your suspicions, but like not like suspicions you've gotten by putting the pieces together. It's just like it's blatantly said this several times. So what song is this, Mama?
Yeah. What song is it,
turn my volume on.
Is it a good song? Is the music?
Let me turn my volume on!
Where are the artists?
Hold on.
Episode 4 is a poor man's episode 3.
I don't know what this is.
This is Poets of the Fall as Old Gods of Asgard, the Poet and the Muse.
So now we're at the end of episode 5, and we've finally gotten to
4.
this. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it say. Oh yeah, it says right there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right there in the small print.
No, it's
in the
okay.
center.
It's easy to miss. Shaman?
Yeah. So we finally have the emotional connection. I think you guys have got it right. They gave us too much of the story and not enough of the emotional connection. We knew what was going on, but we didn't know what the stakes were. We knew what Alan wanted, but we didn't know why we should care. It was like everything was backwards.
And I would have stuck around for the important plot details if I'd cared about Alan. Or even if, like, I didn't like him, but I wanted to see what made him tick. But I just didn't really... He was just kind of a vague blur of a jerk in my mind's eye.
And from here on, he is a bit more interesting once you start seeing the questions that he's asking and the things he's dealing with. But yeah, it was just too little, too late.
Well, we're about to see, I believe at least, I think the opening of this episode is sort of establishing what Alan was going through, but that drove him to be sort of depressed and have problems with Alice and have problems with his writing. So it's about the only character building he really gets, and it's a 30-minute long scene, not even that, in the 6th hour of the game.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring county.
Also, we get our first Sam and Max, or not Sam and Max, our first Max Payne face cameo, I think.
Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big
Wait, what?
deal about Deer Festa? And I think that this sums it up.
Okay, I was completely wrong, apparently.
Yeah. I think that's after chapter 5, isn't it?
Well, then ignore everything I said and wait about 4 episodes.
Yeah, a lot of episodes. We've got a lot of ground to cover between here and the next bit.
But that just reinforces the fact that Alan Wake's character is only built up literally in the last hour or 2 of the game.
It's true. It's true, he has almost nothing going at the beginning.
Bright Steiner has the best cupcakes in the Pacific Northwest!
Man, screw Cupcakes. They've always got way too much frosting.
Shut up, cupcakes are awesome. Frosting is awesome. What's wrong with you?
I don't like sweets.
Can you ask Barry to leave so you can use the bathroom?
Oh my god.
Barry, just
It's
turn
like-
around. Turn around, Barry.
Oh, hey, there is toilet paper. Okay, we're not totally screwed. Wait, where's the cutout of me? What will we do without it? Bring it
It's in the
back!
cell next door. The guys were like, whoa, this one looks mean. We better put him in solitary. What's your name, boy?
I'll never know
Your name,
how
boy?
I
What
felt.
is it?
Stuck here. They're not gonna.
Give him a hit with the truncheon.
And we're about to see Nightwing or Nightingale or Jerk McLawyer.
Nightwing.
Raymond Chandler. It's all here.
I actually would have thought.
Including conspiracy.
I actually would have thought it was pretty hilarious if you'd walked like by the next cell and there was a cutout of you in it.
Bret Easton Ellis, huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to you.
Oh come on! It just doesn't work when he uses the whole name of the author.
Look, that's not
I
possible.
know.
I don't understand the purpose of Nightingale, really.
Yeah,
What does he do in the story that the officer can't do?
right. And
Oh what?
except
You have a
for being
headache? Thomas Stearns
freaking
Elliot?
annoying.
you stupid? It's a trick. It's
Like, he's supposed to be the last vestiges of the thriller Alan was trying to write. But okay, but what does he do for this story? Like, why couldn't he have died off way a long time ago and
I think
given
he's-
us more room for these other people?
I think
Oh, he
he's
finally called
supposed to
us
be part of
Stephen
the
King.
trope
We can die
of
happy.
good cop, bad cop. I think that they're just trying to have that.
Wait a minute, I know this.
God.
So
I
this
know
is
that
the
was your
coolest of the
fault,
manuscripts.
Ezra Weston Loomis Pound.
Nightingale tried to make sense.
I love how the darkness only ever kills one person outright, and it's your worst enemy.
Impossible.
Exactly.
He took out
Well,
Read.
you forgot that other guy.
that made him take
You forgot the
Make it go
psychiatrist,
away.
who's also our enemy.
Make it go away.
It
Make
really
it
is,
go
like-
away, the bad right.
What this is the page that Nightingale was just reading, describing what just happened to him. It was describing him
No,
reading
this is
about
the
what
page.
happened to him. Oh,
But the
okay.
gun at least felt steady in his hands.
But I mean, it really does show that it's sort of a self-serving.
He wouldn't let this happen over and
Alan Wake wrote his own fan fiction, basically, where he killed off all the guys he didn't really care for, and he was never in any real danger, which is totally contrary to all the rules he set up for himself.
character in a story somewhere. Then the monstrous presence burst in behind him.
Well, maybe he's just like a really bad fanfic writer and he's his own Mary Sue.
Stay cool.
Can we
I
not
can get the
read this
emergency
page
power on.
anymore? I cannot take it.
But it's the
Take it.
best.
Cannot
Everything is
take it
cool
anymore.
about
You
it.
know,
don't like it,
actually,
I
I
don't
really
like-
almost gotta agree with Mumbles.
I
I don't
want to
think
get
like the
LeVar
pages
Burton
make
on this
much
show
sense.
so that he can.
It's
Good
not
slap,
that.
you
It's not just
guys.
that. It's that they suck, and I don't like it.
Yeah, they suck, and actually they're pretty often redundant. Like, sometimes
Yeah.
they do, like, foreshadow something, but often they're just kind of like, I'm playing through this. And it's, you know, as boring as it is sometimes, it's infinitely more interesting to experience these sensations than to listen to a rough, crappy narration of them, badly worded, by a man who sounds like he is reading from memory a passage from
Wait,
Binocular
what do I need to
Vision
know?
by
What
Edith
do you need
Perlman.
from me?
They can be
One of the
heard in
depressing
light.
parts.
While
Damn it, this
sedated.
isn't
I
my.
need to find Cynthia
This
Lee.
isn't my giant flashlight
I
lantern.
know.
What do you do with it?
I hate this.
Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned
And where's my
building.
shotgun?
I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper.
The shotgun that I found from someone in. Oh, hey, there's a
Oh yeah.
shotgun.
Oh yeah. Here's your
Ask
stuff.
and ye
Wait.
shall receive.
Stay here.
Oh, sorry, I said that wrong. Wine and ye shall receive.
Excellent.
Friends who need to be warned about
Stop
this, and I
opening and
can't be in
closing
two
doors.
places at once. I need
Yeah,
your
seriously,
help.
what's going on?
Well, okay.
Boot that shit.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them.
God, what, Barry? I need that coffee.
Night Springs, okay?
What the
You know
hell?
what to do.
Who drove their police car into the fucking door?
That was you. That was you. You don't remember that? You don't remember that part? But
Did
that
I
was
write that
Oh,
part
man.
too?
Oh man, that guy's gonna get a ticket. You can't park there.
Is this like a secret society?
Can you do this?
This is the fire lane.
Safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted. Just
So-
in
Also
case
the
we don't
police
come
station.
back.
It must be noted that Lady Cop here really is failing her town, because the second you walk outside, the entire place is overrun.
Okay,
Oh,
let's
coffee,
go, ladies. Through the
yes.
back.
Yes, the entire place is just completely post-apocalyptic.
What could she do?
Well,
What
the
could
point is
she
she's not
do?
running-
Well, if she hadn't let
seem to be aware
the
of it.
federal agent steal her 50 deputies and kill them all, then she would have had plenty of people to deal
He's
with
a
this.
federal agent. Do you know how hard it is to be a
it
fucking
turns out
cop and
federal
fight
agents
the
also
federal
have to have
government?
rules. It turns out they also have to follow rules, and he broke like 1,000,000 of them, and she could have just arrested
blew up
him.
a car.
Cover me, Sheriff, okay?
That was kind of cool.
I'm actually pretty
So
sure
now-
she could have arrested him
Listen,
for reckless endangerment.
There's not a lot of
Just
vaginas in this game, okay? I'm trying to stick up for the
What?
one there is.
What? What?
Lay off the vaginas is what I'm saying to you, Red Sky. Lay off them.
I don't think you could.
Stop
I don't
touching
think
them, Red
I don't
Star.
think you're being called upon to defend her story against the patriarchal bias, Mumbles. I
Leave
think
her
she's just a
alone.
mediocre character.
Leave her alone.
I'm really angry that I know all this.
Oh look, it's darkness sludge. What, you're not gonna kick that to make it fall down? You're not gonna kick
No,
the
he's
ladder
just going to
climb
pull
up
it into his own face, like directly into his own teeth.
There should be a word for vestigial gameplay elements in a game.
Okay, give me 10 minutes. No, and a $500 grant, which I'm going to spend on Del Taco immediately. I'll give you the receipt.
You'll be dead by the end of that.
No.
And then I
wanna
won't
be
have to
on
give him
top
the
of it,
name.
And then I'm not.
Oh, it's genius.
Oh, hey, look. In light, you can hurt them. Thank you so much. I didn't figure
Really?
that out.
You don't
5
say.
chapters ago.
I think the light lady's got you figured out. I think she knows exactly what sort of person she's dealing with in Alan Wake. And she has correctly pegged him as a dim bulb.
Why did
I really need to let Alan Wake know that using light can kill these guys. What would be the best play to let him know this on the top of a water tower? Of course.
You know, we joked about setting things on fire, but really, they
I
really
wasn't joking.
could have. Well, yeah, but
Mumbles never jokes about arson.
serious
Continue.
business?
But yeah, that could have been a great gameplay element.
yeah, just in general, they could do a lot more with this light
Oh.
dark thing than fire a beam and
How about
keep
that?
your shields down to 0.
I'd light this whole town on fire.
Hey, we wanted platforming, didn't we? Now there's platforming.
Yeah, it's
Oh, this is
Super
just
Mario,
like Super Mario Sunshine! It's like Super Mario Sunshine and Luigi's Mansion put together in one beautiful
There
game.
wasn't any platforming in Luigi's Mansion.
But there was scary ghosts.
Yeah, but these ghosts aren't scary.
Which makes that game, which gives that game one up on this one.
Fuck off!
Mario!
Stop that, Mumbles. I'm getting too scared. I am too scared right
Mario!
now. Ah!
Watch
Hey,
out behind
Sarah.
you, Red Sky.
Password. Night Springs?
What? What's behind me? There shouldn't be anything behind me.
What's that noise? Ooh.
Now that you mention it, there are several noises in this house.
Check it out, guys. So, because there was a gate here that we couldn't climb over, we went all the way over the fucking building. Fell off a scaffolding
button.
once to die, so that we could push a button.
No, so you can push a button over and over again.
Is this Diablo 3?
No,
No.
Diablo 3 is written more badly.
Oh.
Now I have to play this game.
Oh,
Let's do Diablo 3
Oh,
for
at
spoiler
one
warning.
point, at one point in this game, you can't do it all the time, but I did find a point where if you high beam the sheriff, she'll cover her eyes like it bothers her.
oh, you mean like in Half-Life?
In
Yeah.
Half-Life 2,
Push the
episode
button.
2, yeah. That video is
So-
still hilarious.
So I did it a lot. I high beamed her as much as I could.
Does
Why?
this bug, you does this bug, you does this bug, you does this bug, you...
Leave the vaginas alone, guys. Come on.
Hey, we're being equal opportunity assholes.
By flickering lights in a girl's face.
Oh,
if we
Barry
knew
too.
Barry, we would. Oh, there you go.
It's both of them
Okay.
at once. They both, during a little talky part, they're both vulnerable to it at once. See,
Did the darkness just steal the parade float?
Oh, those bastards! You go get that float back. You go recover that, dear.
I was even into this sequence. Like, I was engaged here. Okay, it's more of the same, but I felt like something was at stake. I felt like we had a goal rather than, you know, and I felt like we were working towards the goal as opposed to just having arbitrary obstacles put in our path. It didn't feel like our time was being wasted pointlessly. So I didn't mind this as much as the stuff that had come before, even though it was more of the same.
Yeah, and this is nice seeing the whole town here that you can kind of run around. I mean, it's still linear, but
it's
this
things to
town
look at besides
throughout
the
the whole
forest.
game, but you've never been able to like really walk around it before. Yeah, and it's not trees.
This actually feels kind of like your average Left 4 Dead level, and that's extremely.
It does.
Yeah.
It looks like a Left 4 Dead level too.
Because the thing about Left 4 Dead levels is you play them over and over and over again, and they're still kind of cool.
And there's the diner. I like that it revisits old locations.
Best cupcakes in the Pacific Northwest. Eat the cupcakes. Eat all of the cupcakes.
Cupcakes?
Ooh, heavy duty.
I'm pretty okay with cupcakes.
Oh, they're out of cardboard cutouts of me. Dang it. What kind of crap hole is this place?
Oh my god, coffee!
I love coffee! Sitting right there in the middle of the floor behind the counter.
Same thing, I think.
That's where they keep the good
I'm just gonna put these here for the mice.
Wasn't it the same cardboard cutout the entire game? Because it was roses and she had it here.
Yeah.
It went on a journey
Barry
with
Look, a
her.
manuscript!
Barry was in his element.
No.
Making things happen, even if he
Seriously,
didn't
it's not
entirely know
fun
what those
anymore.
things were.
I'm not
Yes, it
having
is.
fun.
Yes, it is. It's
Why?
the best.
Why are you doing this?
Because.
Why?
We need to
No,
get moving.
seriously, why? I fucking hate this.
Alright,
Why?
fine.
He wouldn't let the hot sheriff chick down. Yeah, Alan is totally writing Barry fanfic. Why can't they just admit they're smoldering?
Barry is the only real character here. Barry is the real author. He knew no one would take him seriously, so he created Alan Wake as a pseudonym.
Alan Wake is his pen name. Alan never existed at all. That's brilliant.
That's a really cool idea. Oh, but he secretly is in love with Alan's wife. But so, you know, he starts getting jealous of his own character, so he writes in marital strife.
And I thought New Yorkers were
This is weird.
And then he writes in that she gets kidnapped, so he can go save.
I think we've
But
kind
then
of
he
broken
makes
the
her
metaverse at this
him the
point.
hero.
Oh shit.
Well, you know, a story has to follow its own internal logic, Mumbles. You can't just, like, make Alan Wake not the hero all of a sudden.
I just like hearing all that shaking coming from Rutskarn's mic, and then, oh shit, and then he cuts off.
Oh no, Rutskarn was finally taken by the darkness.
Redscarn?
Can you
Redscarn,
imagine
remember
one of
boobs.
the?
Remember boobs.
Can you imagine one of the Taken?
Coffee!
wrecks you,
I
and
love
it's a
coffee!
And it's
No,
a
you love
13-year-old boy.
boobs.
See, that would be challenging and hard to do well, and I would not trust them to do it in this
Oh,
game.
who set off the car alarm? All zombies will come.
I mean, Seamus, they won't even do female Taken. Do you really think they're going to do a kid?
Yeah. No.
No, I'm not saying they should. I remember your post on in Prey, like when they had the
Right.
ghost children you
Oh,
had to
yeah.
shoot. Yeah.
Yeah. When done poorly, it's really bad. In Prey.
I'm not
No
sure
more
anything
children in
here
video
qualifies
games.
as an ambush here.
I just now realized that
Ambush.
Seamus was making fun of Rutskar.
Chris, you're new here, so let me give you a hint. Start from that impression.
Yeah, I like how
I
this is an
assumed it was a
ambush in that
serious
they-
inquiry.
It's an ambush in that they just continue attacking you. He'll never expect it.
Okay, not the coolest thing. Freaking kill that
Okay,
monkey.
Sureflay's got your back.
So,
Nope.
how does the town go on after this?
It does.
Well,
everyone's
it's
dead.
a lot roomier.
So much room for activity.
Oh, not a chainsaw.
The bridge club kind of falls apart. On the other hand, it's really easy to get books at the library. They're never have to worry about somebody else having the books you want.
Well, the end of the game has Deerfest happening more or less as expected. Even the float is still there, and we killed the float.
Well, actually, the float just ran off. The darkness stole the float, guys. I look back.
I was really hoping that part was gonna turn into like a kart race where you have to race and like catch up with the cart. That'd be amazing.
Oh yeah, blue shell.
Can keep hitting you with blue shells.
Float Racer 2012.
I thought the float was gonna turn out to be the end boss.